Catholic educators have begun walking away from their campaign against the government's Gonski school funding package. Parliament passed the policy into law early this morning. Within hours, at least one Catholic diocese backtracked on its claim school fees will rise. Here's National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett.
Oh, look at the excitement.
The excitement was audible and visible at Sydney's Santa Sabina College.
My right arm is very long.
A Catholic school that's profited heavily for the Prime Minister's long night in Canberra.
For the most significant reform to school education in Australia's history.
The government had waited nervously till 2 a.m, anxious its own backbench and a complex Senate crossbench alliance would hold. It did.
34 ayes and 31 noes, the matter is resolved in the affirmative.
And more than $240 billion was locked in for the decade.
This is the biggest reform in Commonwealth school funding ever. That's justice. That's reform, that's leadership.
The deal burns an extra $1.5 billion hole in the budget in the next 4 years alone, and the Treasurer will be left to fill it.
We always, as the government has always done, make sure that we pay for our spending commitments and that we will continue to work to bring the budget back to surplus.
Labor's in defiance in defeat.
You can be certain that the way we will distribute our funding is to give the greatest increases in the shortest time to the neediest schools.
But the fight has gone out of the Canberra Catholic system that hosted the Labor leaders, where once it warned of school closures and fee pressure, now it's declared no child who enrolls in a Catholic school in 2018 will face pressure on fees or funding cuts during their time in a Catholic school. This is day one of a campaign Labor and the government both say they're willing to wage all the way to the next election. But coalition MPs and senators don't have a choice. They're being given information kits for their electorates to go and explain the benefits of Gonski 2.0 throughout the 6-week winter break. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.